It is episode 89 of Inane Blather. Having a great time, hanging out. Natalie's drawing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm drinking soda, trying to figure out
So
the
far, I've
most...
got a knife
Yeah.
and a bunny.
A knife and a bunny. So you put those two things together, you're pretty cool and edgy,
Baby,
man.
you got stew going. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a really shitty stew going. There you go. But, yeah, the
Very basic.
Inane Blather podcast, a podcast in which we blather inanely about inane subjects that do not deserve any sort of blather, yet also are truly important. So to you, I say... salute to all of those who consider themselves to be
headstrong, stubborn, quibbling, self-centered, vindictive, obnoxious, hormonal, sexually preoccupied, evil, thieving, cross-dressing jerks.
I feel like it's been forever since doing this. I mean, we only
Salute
pushed it
to
one
me.
day, but we did it in person the week before. And so it feels
With a
like,
little guest star.
yeah, like just doing it in my regular spot, my regular chair, all set up nicely, you know, and it's like, wow, it feels
Instead of
like
that
it's
trash
been
at my
months. Yeah, no, I mean, it's you know, I just I had to throw it together, kind of. So it was comfy, but I was using a different microphone, all sorts of stuff. No, I used the same microphone. I was just sitting. That's all it took. Sitting in a different place. That's all it was. I'm like,
place, yeah.
this is
everything
wild.
else the same.
I'm not good with handling adversity, you know.
God gives his, biggest test to his strongest warriors or whatever bullshit that
bitch.
Yeah,
That's all I kept hearing.
exactly.
But okay,
That's
so
exactly what God would say.
have you been fine?
Yeah, I've been fine, and as we all know, it's great to be fine.
Okay, good.
You know?
Good.
I've
Yeah,
been really, 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 really busy. Actually, the last couple weeks have been just like every single day after work. Like doing something, and just
Wow,
just
that
a
sounds
lot.
crazy. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
mean, like something like
No, yeah, it
hosting
really
people
adds
or
up,
going to
yeah.
events, like
Just a couple things that you're
every
doing
single
in
day
one
after
week.
work,
yeah.
and then in having 2 parties to go to in the same night, plus having like 15 people over at my house
Oh
for
my
the
God.
next day and night, staying the night, and
What?
after. Yeah, it's just been crazy over here. Really fun, cool, stuff and all that. And then I had an interview, and then this and that. And,
I don't know if I'd bring that up
so
on
it's
here or
just
not, but I was
been-
like, man, you're interviewing for another job and stuff.
Yep,
I know that
I am.
everyone at your current company listens to this show, so I was kind of worried, but they know you're looking. So
They don't, but if they
No,
find
I'm
out,
just
it's
kidding.
like, well,
no, it is what it is. Yeah. Worker power, man.
Yeah.
You need to do what you got to do.
hey,
But yeah,
it went well. So
it's all everything's kind of picking up. The sun has been out. I mean, it's just a few weeks, and I got to get my lawnmower fired up. I'm getting a new one over at the church this weekend.
Ooh.
Gonna have to be setting up sprinklers and making sure
Fancy.
everything's good. So it's gonna be quite busy pretty soon, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. You know
what?
No, I wrote it down in here. I didn't know where to say it, but gosh, small town life. Just the other day after work, I ran to the local grocery store. Just to grab a couple of things to make for dinner that I took over to a friend's house. So yeah, it's my busy schedule. It's like, I'm going to make some chicken and some beans so that I can hang out with my buddy and watch YouTube. Just 2 people.
Yeah.
So we can watch YouTube and
Yep.
maybe play video games. But hey, it's something on the schedule.
Fun.
So I'm pretty
Totally.
busy. But yeah, no, I went to the grocery store
Yes.
and I literally knew every single person that I ran into at the grocery store.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was just like, oh, hey, how are you? First people I ran into, the family right down the street, the little kid, he's so sweet. He's like, I just turned 11. I was like, wow, happy birthday. And then a friend that's on the chamber board, my ex-wife's neighbor, someone I've known for like 12 years, her and her husband right behind that. Hey, funny running into you here. And then, and then my neighbors from 2 houses down the street, she was there with her kids. They were picking out some ice cream. It was a Saturday night. And then I got in line and I was right behind my next door neighbor and was talking to him about how their baby is coming along and stuff. I was like, oh my God, it's kind of amazing. I was like, and I'm not much of an extrovert. But it's just like, it could be like a nightmare if it's for an unprepared introvert being like, oh my God, every single person in here is someone I know. Yeah, it's like, I just have to put in so much mental work right now. But it's the fucking grocery store. You don't have to stand and talk to someone. So it was like perfect. Like, hey, how's it going? What are you here for? All right, move it along.
Running into people.
Yeah.
I'm such an extrovert.
And
that sounds fun.
And when I walked up to checkout and I saw that the person right ahead of me was my neighbor, and I was like, "Geez, every single person in this store is someone I know."
Put this on their bill.
And and he's like, "Oh, that's funny," gives me a handshake, and I look right ahead of him, the guy that was currently running his card. I was like, "Oh, hey, bud." What's up, Chase? And he's like, hey, how you been? It was funny.
Jeez.
It was something else.
That is really funny.
Yeah. And then I realized it was a lot of white people. It's like, it was Mayo night at the local market.
Best Western on
there was
sale.
A sale on Kraft mac and cheese and Western family mayonnaise. No,
that's what it is. Yeah, not Best Western.
And shout out to Mia. Again, after we were just talking about the last episode and Judicial Watch, but I got this article sent to me this past week. This is from a few years ago, too. 3 Indiana judges suspended after White Castle brawl that left 2 of them wounded.
That is a headline. That's the kind of news we need right now.
Yes, and this is from NPR. This is from NPR's site. Back in May, 3 Indiana judges got into a fight. It was the crescendo of an incident brimming with colorful details, a gaggle of judges drinking the night before a judicial conference, a failed attempt to visit a strip club called the Red Garter, a brawl in the parking lot of an Indianapolis White Castle. Sometime after 3
It had it all. Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, it apparently started sometime after 3 a.m. when one of the judges, Sabrina Bell, raised a middle finger at 2 men yelling from a passing SUV and ended after one of those men shot 2 of the judges.
Oh, my God.
In between, the 3 judges took a number of actions that, quote, discredited the entire Indiana judiciary, according to an opinion posted by the Indiana Supreme Court this week, suspending the judges.
That is quite a way to put it.
The court found that the 3 had engaged in judicial misconduct by appearing in public in an intoxicated state and behaving in an injudicious manner and by becoming involved in a verbal altercation. Let's see. And Adams and Jacobs engaged in further judicial misconduct by, quote, becoming involved in a physical altercation for which Judge Adams was criminally charged and convicted.
My God.
I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I thought this was great. The document lays out the events as soberly as possible, but the details remain spicy. While in town to attend a statewide educational conference for judicial officers, 10 hours before the program convened, respondents walked the streets of downtown Indianapolis in a heavily intoxicated state. When Judge Bell extended her middle finger to a passing vehicle, neither Judge Adams nor Judge Jacobs discouraged the provocation or removed themselves from the situation. Hey, you're guilty by association, man. All right.
Yeah. You didn't discourage the provocation. You're a part of it.
Oh my God. They were like hitting, kicking each other, wrestling these guys on the ground. And then one of those guys pulled a gun. Oh my, shot one of the guys twice in the chest. Jesus Christ. He was hospitalized for 2 weeks. My
Jesus
goodness.
Christ.
Bell tried to stop the fighting by pounding on the door of White Castle for help and calling 911 once shots were fired. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. While at the scene,
and those
Bell
are judges, you said. Yeah.
Bell was recorded on video telling police detectives something akin to, "I feel like this is all my fault," though the opinion notes that Bell was, quote, intoxicated enough that she lacks any memory of the incident. So
she was blacked out.
Yeah. This was a great one, though. Anyway, what else did I have in here? So, did you say that you had something that you wanted to bring up or talk about?
Yeah, I had so I went to Lowe's after work today because I'm getting some I got a board,
go to Lowe's.
a 12-foot board that I wanted cut into 4 3-foot pieces.
Cool.
So I went there and there's like one person working that, you can get it cut there. You have an associate cut it for you.
I'm already anxious.
Mm-hmm. So it was easy. I found it and like I stood there and I was like, oh, what do I have to do? She's like, I'll let her know that you're coming back there. So I paid for it and I took it back there. But while I'm getting my stuff, I see that the woman who's going to be helping me, she's like helping this guy load up his cart with like all this stuff, and she's just like running around like really super busy. And so I go back there. Finally, I'm like, oh yeah, I want this cut. She's like, come on back.
Someone working too hard for giving it Lowe's what they do not deserve.
Absolutely. And we kind of had a conversation about this. I'm like, oh, I know you're busy. Sorry, babe. It should be easy. Just need a couple cuts on this. Thank you so much. And because she's just
love
really
that cutting machine
and like her
that
little
they have,
beepers
though.
going off.
It's awesome.
And like, yeah, she's just like super busy. And we just had this conversation. She's just like doing so many jobs that she's like not getting paid for, of course. And I'm like, yeah, it really, really sucks. You have like these, and people just being so like demanding,
entitled
of her and stuff. And like, I'm absolutely, yeah.
Just do your
like
job.
Some of these guys come in and needing all of these cuts. Yeah. And it's like, what are you, a fucking contractor? How about you cut these boards yourself, motherfucker? You probably got a saw. So like, geez, like trying to rip all these boards. I mean, just, really entitled, wanting it done now and not having enough.
Why don't you underpay one of your immigrant workers to do it for you?
Yeah. It's serious. And she's just saying like, like doing so many jobs while people make so much money. I'm like, I hear you. You're the one that's making, I was like, yeah, like Lowe's doesn't have the money. I'm so sure Lowe's, they're just really having a hard time. These CEOs, she's like, I know we made like however many millions this year. And I'm like, I know. And you're the reason. I was like, you're the reason why that they make that money. I was like, you're the one here doing the work, and she's like, yes. I was like, well, can you take tips? And she was like, no, we're not supposed to. I was like, well, what if you just like found cash on the ground, and she's like, I'd have to take it to customer service, and then they'd, whatever. And so then at the end of all this, and she's going and there's things happening, she drops her little phone thing and accidentally kicks it underneath a pallet thing. And so I was like, oh, let me get it for you.
Nice.
And so I got it, and I had $6 in cash. That's all I had. And so I was like, oh, hey, look at that. And I handed it. And she just was like, it was just a really nice interaction, like of being able to just like really be like, I hear you, I'm definitely not here to make your day shitty, and just be, like easygoing and super busy. And I just felt I was just so fucking, obviously just disgusted and mad at these CEOs. Like, who,
Yes.
like,
look
you
at
guys
this
are fucking
person.
losers. What do you do? What do you guys even do? Like, how much money do you make? And like, what do you do? Honestly,
These
like,
people are
literally,
sick.
all the commercials that Lowe's are in, it's your associates that are in the commercials.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are making it happen. They're the only reason you even have a store that's stocked, and let alone having people like cut boards for you and do all this and whatever.
You call
and
them
like,
associates. Oh yeah, I'm sure that they're
yeah,
like on the
like
same level as you,
associates
huh?
at law. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I say to that?
It just really it made me mad. And what I wrote down the other day, and I put a sticky note here, was what kind of loser, in capital letters, uses profit as motivation. And I was thinking about these losers that own these companies and how they're such fucking losers. Like, literally, your motivating factor is money when you like run these companies. Shouldn't it be like
This is your
to provide
life.
people with such a good, and it's money. You are
Don't you dare
what a waste for you.
call yourself a job creator, because even if you're like you know, that lost in the sauce, that you think, well, it's good, people need jobs, right? And so doing this company,
Sure,
expanding gives more jobs. But when your motivation isn't to give people jobs. Your motivation is to make more money. That's why sometimes you will cut jobs and not think twice about it, because it's money. You're not a job creator. That's a byproduct of, you know, you're a profit creator
of your profit.
Yeah. So
that's what
it's like.
It's
if
all
you're
that
more
they care
upfront about it,
is-
honestly, better. But it's like that just pulls the curtain back. That, you know, it helps people see like, oh yeah, this is disgusting. The world we live in is disgusting. Even in our
and you're terrible.
overprivileged, you know, first world disgusting problems. It's horrible.
Go kill yourself.
it's
Go sit in the
horrible.
middle of the road and let a car run over you.
And it's people's lives. Like, this woman has a life. Who wants to be that fucking stressed out for like $25 an hour if she even makes that? It's
I doubt that
that's
she makes
trash.
that.
You know who can be that stressed out? People who make like $10 million a
Yes.
year, literally. Like,
So,
you can
you know,
be stressed as
Jeff
fuck. I don't
Bezos
care.
should be that stressed 24 hours a day.
He should be on the verge of a heart attack literally from the moment he wakes up to the moment he goes to bed.
Yes.
Like, that's what he should be, just
to
like,
justify,
oh fuck,
to
I'm so
justify
stressed.
1% of his wealth. Like,
Yeah. It just really, just thinking about all these companies, okay, especially after John Oliver's segment about Boeing.
Okay,
about
yeah.
like
I
when
was
it
gonna bring that
started,
up.
like when people are making airplanes and saying like, I can imagine engineers absolutely never letting anything that's like subpar quality like go through. Like, these
'cause it's not
things
about
are their
profit.
creations.
It's about creating
you know?
something right. They
It's
want to
about
do something
creating
right.
something awesome.
Yeah. They want to be able to
And, like,
show off this cool thing that they made
Totally.
that works right. It's badass
because they're
that
so
it
fucking
works.
smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when it comes about profit, again, it's like, what are you doing? Why do you have this business? Like,
Yeah.
own a bank or something. Like, you're so
True.
lame.
Yeah, if all you're looking for is profit, why don't you why isn't your business a bank or a hedge fund or something? Then it actually makes
Yeah,
sense.
like, get out of here. And like, then it doesn't
Go
put people's
day
lives
trade
so much
and leave
at
us
risk.
alone. Yeah.
Yeah, what are you out here like making airplanes? Are you serious? What are you out here like owning a hospital? Fuck you. If you want to make money, go work in the stock market. Yeah.
Exactly.
Except for, you know, all that's the problem.
Go work
but
in
the whole
fucking
problem
organized
is that they're
crime.
losers.
God.
Yeah, have
Sorry, I
some
just have
balls
such
if you
a-
really want to make some money.
I have a hole in my life because I finished The Sopranos the other day.
Oh
so
yeah, and you said you loved the final episode.
I didn't say that, but no, I mean it was really wild. It just really, it still took me by surprise. But Yeah, all of that, you look at this poor worker, and all you can think is that's why.
I love Karl Marx.
Because it actually puts it into plain German.
Imagine how much Karl Marx would have really hated Lowe's and
Right.
Walmart and
Oh my
all
God.
of these. Like, he would
Let
just
alone
be so
that it's
disgusted
like
with
in a
them.
warehouse type of building already. It's like, this doesn't make any sense. You're not creating anything. All you're doing is just profiting off of having minions move it around for you and give it to other people
You're
spending
a
their money
loser.
or spending other
As a
people's
CEO,
money and making you
your
millions
job
while
is
people are
useless.
spending their EBT cards at your store. Oh my God.
Yeah, people who work for you. Yeah.
So there's a couple ways that this can go here. But I had this thought, I just can't believe that the trolley was going through all these problems. Can't believe the trolley was going through all these problems all before even reaching Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. That's what I wrote down. That's the trolley problem. I was like, oh my God, imagine the trolley showing up and it's just like got this look in its eyes. It's
And
like, I've
Mr.
seen
Rogers
some
like,
things.
oh my God. Yeah.
But, and then I thought it'd be fun. I found a little trolley problem thing. I'm sure you know what the trolley problem is.
About like saving one person or two people or whatever.
But they get into a little more. It's not like there's the trolley problem game that's on Steam, which I wish that I had set up, but I don't have that. But there's one just on a website that I thought was kind of fun. I wanted to ask you what you think. So, I mean, it starts off with the original trolley problem, and for those who don't know, the original question is: a trolley is headed toward 5 people. There's 5 people. They're tied to the tracks. There's a lever to the side of the track. You can pull that lever, and it will divert the trolley onto another track that will kill one person instead. What do you do? And of course, the question, it's like, well, I mean, yeah, you pull the lever and only kill one person instead of 5, but that means you did that. You went and involved yourself in it. So it's an interesting question. I think most people, no matter how utilitarian you may be, immediately just say, well, 1 instead of 5, I'm going to pull the lever. Although, I mean, you really put yourself in that position. You're going to go pull the lever and kill that person. It's kind of wild, right? So
I would say let's take a vote.
it's just you. You're out there. Yeah. You yell at the people that are on the track.
What am I doing?
Like, all right, we're going to vote. And I think those 5 people on the track are all going to vote in favor of the other person
What if I
dying.
just jump in front of the train and it stops it, and then I'm the only one that dies?
It won't.
Then at least I'll be dead, and I won't have to deal with that decision anymore.
There you go. But that, in the end, that decision is not pulling the lever. So that's what you decided. Unless you want to pull the lever and then throw yourself in front of the train. But, okay. Yeah. Now, let's see. 73% of people, at least on this site. Oh, wow. This is 8.5 million votes. So 73% of people do that. They pull the lever and they kill one person. Okay. Oh, no. A trolley is headed towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do you do?
I mean, it just always seems like if it comes down to it and you're able to think like this, in a situation where you're not there with your hand on the lever, why would you kill more people if you could kill fewer people?
Well, if you don't
if you
pull
have
the lever,
to make a choice,
are you killing anyone? You haven't done anything. The trolley is going
But
there.
if you don't pull the lever, one person more will be dead because you didn't pull the lever.
Because of inaction.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So responsibility for
So that's
inaction.
just like-
so we'll pull the lever. We'll kill 4 people instead. There's a little animation every time you do it too, and they're like, "No," and it goes splat. So 67% of people agree with that. Okay, this one's easy, I think. A trolley is heading toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your life savings will be destroyed. And it shows a little pile of money on the track.
Oh, it's
what
so
do you do?
fucking easy.
Yeah, pull the lever. Pull the lever. Okay.
Do it. Here's
Easy
like
peasy.
$1,500.
This is a lot. Yeah, I was going to say, you're going to destroy all my debt? That's awesome. So I'm going to pull the
that sounds
lever.
amazing.
Even out to 0.
This is like a
I don't have
dream
life
come true.
savings.
Yeah. So
Okay.
fucking easy.
So now, this one's good. A trolley is heading toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track where you are tied down, sacrificing yourself instead. What do? You pull the lever?
Of course, you
and
would
just
hope
die?
that that's what you would do.
Right? Well,
That's what everyone would hope the kind of person that you'd be, to sacrifice, for the greater good.
I think you give everyone too much credit. I'll say we'll pull the lever. 39% of people agree with you. 61% said
That's
that
40% pretty much.
they wouldn't pull the lever. Yeah. So, yeah, that's and
I mean, I can
40%
see
of
that.
all cops will not pull the lever. You can look it
Yeah.
up. You can look it up. Cops
They'll pull the trigger, but they won't pull the river.
40%. 40% of all police,
Yeah.
and you'll see how they respond to that particular trolley problem. This one's easy too.
Exactly.
A trolley's heading toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then the original copy of the Mona Lisa will be destroed. What do you do? Fuck
Who
the
fucking
Mona
cares at
Lisa.
all?
Yeah,
Literally,
exactly.
who fucking cares?
Let me do something here. Oop. Okay. I've got to.
Not that I don't care about art and stuff, but I care about human beings a lot more.
Yes. Okay. So, pull the lever, of course. Destroy the Mona Lisa. It'll actually be awesome. I get to be the only one there just watching the trolley destroy the Mona Lisa on the tracks. And I'd be like, yeah, I saw that. It was fucking cool.
Yeah.
So, a trolley, here you go. Oh no, a trolley is heading toward a rich man. And it shows this really rich guy on the track. He's got his little top hat. And then there's a regular person on the other track. The rich man offers you $500,000 to pull the lever, which would divert the trolley and kill someone else. What do you do?
I'd say, bitch, I'd kill you for free. Yeah, like,
You're like, I don't know.
and I'm going to.
I can't hear over the sound of the trolley, but I think that guy over there said he'd give me $5 to let you die instead.
Yeah,
I think that's what he said.
I think he said if you kill that guy, you'll be killing a rich guy. And I'll be like, oh right, yeah.
Oh yeah, you said you have $500,000, and you'd be like, yes, I have
To just
$500,000 I can give you right now. All
To
right,
beg for your life like a little
bye
bitch.
bye. Yeah, you start negotiating. Be like, I'll do it for $50 million.
Yeah.
We'll start there. And as you're just
Yeah.
like, he's getting wild eyed, almost on the verge of tears. Like, no, I don't have that. I'll have to liquidate some assets. And then splat. You don't have enough time to pull the lever at that point.
Sounds like you got liquidated, bitch.
So let's see. Hey, less than half. 47% of people agree with you. 53% of people say that they'll
Interesting.
pull the lever.
People are
I mean,
desperate. You know what? People are
$500,000 is a lot of money.
I don't have $500,000 now, and I'm perfectly happy. You
Well-
know? and I would be able to kill a rich person and
True.
get away with it. So
Well, I still would let the rich person die, but I won't say that I'm totally happy without the $500,000.
I would be happier
I'm
with
at least,
$500,000, but
I mean, he's getting run over, but I'm rifling through his pockets afterwards. I'll go through the blood and
he
bones.
said he had $500,000 on him.
Find that
That's what I
wallet. Yeah, he must have it on him because he doesn't know my name. You know what is he? He's gonna
Like, show me the
am I in his
money.
will? Yeah. Cuba Gooding Jr. He's like, what? It's like, come on, you haven't seen Jerry Maguire?
know it.
Splat.
You deserve it just for that.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you know what? It's because you were listening to me from the beginning when I said,
Go kill yourself. Go sit in the middle of the road.
let a trolley run over you. But, okay, here's the Jordan Peterson question. Oh no, a trolley is heading toward 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a cat instead. What do you do? Because then it's like, it's kind of bringing up 5 versus 1. Maybe you think all animals are equally, so you only kill 1 animal instead of 5. But I mean, come on. You run over the lobsters. Right?
I mean, I've never had a pet lobster, so...
yeah, I'm not Homer Simpson.
Sorry.
I don't have a pet lobster.
Yeah.
Which is, an episode from, season 12
We
or
all know
something?
it.
So,
Doug,
do
don't condescend to
nothing.
me.
I think that one, instead of a cat, 84% of people agree with you. So, I mean, people are, you can't... You take these results with a grain of salt, but I think people are putting what they would do because people like cats.
Better than lobsters.
Okay, here's where it gets a little better. So a trolley is heading toward 5 people who are sleeping and they won't feel any pain. They won't even know what's coming. It'll run right over them and they'll die. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over 1 person who is wide awake, and they'll feel it. What do you do? Because then it's like, I mean, is it just about the total cost of human lives? Is it about suffering? Is it about your place in making the decision? I mean, this.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
If it's already going to run over these sleeping people and they won't even know, I think that's way better. That's so much better than the last moments of someone's life being literal torture.
While they're tied to the tracks. How did this happen?
They want this.
I don't want a victim blame here, but
happen.
I don't know. I don't really get. You do you. You're out there tied to the track sleeping. You do you, man. It's a free country. All right? I'm going to do nothing.
I think... Exactly.
50% of people agree with you. Oh, man, because you've been drawing, you're leaning in even closer to the mic than usual, and I can just hear the echo from my voice in the headphones going through.
Uh-oh.
No, it's okay. I want you to keep drawing.
It's not worth it if you saw these drawings.
You're like, I'm drawing a trolley. See? That's a trolley? I thought that was the knife again.
Looks like, yeah.
Okay. So, kind of similar here. A trolley is heading toward 5 people who tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person who accidentally tripped onto the track instead. I mean, come on.
Hell no.
Yeah, no, you do nothing.
They literally, why would I get in the way of their plans?
Yes, exactly.
That's rude.
I'm not here to kink shame, all right? If you want to die by getting run over by a trolley, every person there...
It's not my responsibility to make sure that every person who ties themselves to a track gets untied or whatever.
No.
I think that some person that trips on accident and is like, oh, fuck! That would be like my duty to help someone like that.
I just think it's so funny that, it's an old thought exercise, but that it's a trolley instead of a train. And so it's like, it's a trolley.
Yeah.
It's a little short one, that Eddie Valiant would jump on the back with the little kids and ride across town. It's going to be a real thud when it runs over these 5 people. Yeah.
Those 5 sleeping people.
Yeah, those 5 sleeping people are going to derail the trolley and kill everyone on board, as far as I know. Let's see.
Yeah, I like that.
Level 10. A trolley is heading toward 5 people. All the lever does is speed up the trolley, which might make it less painful for when those people die.
Might?
Yes. The lever speeds up the trolley. It's running over them anyway. And pulling the lever does not divert the trolley. These people are going to get run over by the train. Will you pull the lever for a chance to make it less painful for them? It'll just whoosh, Go right through them like a hot knife through butter.
I feel like if there was more certainty on it, I would definitely want to give someone a painless death if it was up to me, of course. If it would be like, if it said
They were tied
it
there,
will,
by the way. They
then I'd
don't
say
want to die.
Absolutely.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, if the only choice I have is something that would guarantee someone more comfort, I would absolutely do it. But if it's like a maybe situation, what if it made it worse? If there's nothing I can do to stop it from getting there in the first place,
says might make it less painful.
I don't want to hurt them more.
Yeah, the trolley is going, if they started it out, the trolley is going slower than usual. Like it's going 3 miles an hour. It's going to slowly.
Okay, then yes, I'd
just
absolutely
break their
pull that
bones.
thing and be like,
yeah, please.
sorry
just a little
guys,
faster.
I'm doing what I can. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say we'll do nothing because we're not totally sure. 28% of people agree with you, but I think I remember reading this before. That didn't stand out to me. The might, so that's a good point. I think it's probably the same. Oh yeah, a trolley's heading toward one guy. You can pull the lever to divert to the other track where no one is, but then your Amazon package will be late. What do you do? Do nothing.
Imagine if someone did that.
Well, only 79% of people agree with me. I think at this point you're on level 11. People are just kind of messing around, That's when you start really taking it with a grain of salt.
They're kind of goofs, yeah.
Okay, here we go. A trolley is heading toward your best friend tied to the track.
That's what I was wondering when they're going to start getting into other people
and
like
this
that
is
you
what
know
I thought of
versus
you and I
people
wanted
don't
to ask.
know.
And it's like you can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over 5 total strangers. And what if, not your best friend, whoever you consider.
Kill myself.
Saying that I'm tied to the track. You can pull the lever and it'll run over 5 other people. Or you can save their lives. You can be their hero and let it run over me instead. What are you going to do?
Dead air.
Throw myself in front of the train track. Yeah.
I'll at least take that because I'm putting myself in it. And I'll say that we can die together. So I'll be like,
because
like,
of course,
you son of a bitch, you're not gonna pull the lever. Well, then you get down here with me.
Yeah, but seriously, that's like some serious, like whatever kind of like Buddhism and all this kind of like extreme acceptance about like every single human life, and you don't love someone more than you love someone else, and all this kind of crap. And it's like, well, that's not possible.
Yeah.
Of course,
There's no
I love
way.
my brother more than I would love 5 strangers.
Yes.
Someone that it's like, this is like half my DNA.
Like, who
and all
knows?
this
One
kind
of those
crap.
people
it's like,
is probably like a Republican. They should die.
probably Kyle Rittenhouse over there.
Yeah.
What do I? Yeah.
There could be the next Charles Manson might be in there, and that's what I'm gonna tell myself after pulling this lever.
How could you possibly make that decision? I would say it would be in real life. Yeah, if I was faced with that, I would never be able to let you die. I would never be able to let you die. If I had a choice to save your life, I would do pretty much anything. So
yeah, you got.
That's like asking a parent.
You
it's
can
like,
hold it
would
over
you let
my
your
head
child die
for the rest of my life,
or would you let
my life?
10 people die? It's like, what would you do? It's like, of course, I would save my child.
Yeah,
or
I would murder a room full of 100 nuns with a shotgun in order to get my kid into a private school. No, in order to save my child's life, or someone that you truly.
Yeah,
I mean, life
you would
is short.
do whatever it takes.
Life is your relationships with the ones that you love. That's all we've got, folks.
Absolutely.
So. Fuck all those
that and
people.
Trolleys.
Yeah. All we have is our loved ones and trolleys. I'll just be like, you know what? Those 5 people over there.
These people are sick.
I'm pulling the lever.
Yeah, that's what I would tell myself for sure.
73% of people say that they would pull the lever. Then there's some silly fun ones. A trolley's heading toward 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. At least that's what you think is happening. The picture is really blurry. It says, you forgot your glasses and you can't see that well. What do you do? You're not totally sure, but you think that's what's happening.
Nothing.
You do nothing?
I'd have to really know myself.
Yes.
I'd really have
Be
to
like,
know
I think I might
myself
be
without
killing
glasses.
someone.
I have never worn glasses because I'm not a nerd.
That's like,
But I can imagine you could probably. I mean, I guess some people really are.
see that
pretty-
you were
vision
blinded right
impaired
before
like
it
that,
happened,
so-
and you can kind of hear the
Yeah.
screams of these people because the trolley is bearing down on its way to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, dinging the bells.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds really happy.
It's a
It
wonderful
makes it
day in the neighborhood.
It's sadistic how happy the trolley sounds. It's not like a freight train at all. So, okay, we'll say do nothing. And only 46. See, that one's a close one. 46 to 54. Okay. Yeah. A trolley is headed towards one of your first cousins tied to the track. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 3 of your second cousins instead. What do you do? The look on your face.
Oh my god!
Hey, that's what these that's what these simple brain teasers are about. I don't know. I gotta.
Well, I think that
when
that
it's
one
that close,
comes down to a lot more like.
no, but I mean, it's like, yeah, when you get that, like, oh, what, when you have to think about it, then the answer should be you do nothing, because you're not putting yourself in a position of making a decision to kill people. It's like, otherwise, this trolley is on a track. There's no stopping it. There's someone,
But I also
someone's
think
on the
that
track. That's not, I didn't
some
push
of
you there.
those- It's not my problem. But if there's a
No,
way that
I
I
know.
could pull, it's like if
I need
only
an
2 people could
SEP.
die instead of 3 people. That's like, what would I, regrets?
It's 1 versus 3.
I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention.
Yeah,
Besides that
I guess it
trolley
depends on the
incident,
cousin. So that one's
I mean, it depends.
56 to
yeah,
44.
It would just be.
Oh
it would
my
be-
god!
That.
I've heard this.
How could I go
version.
to the next family reunion?
Yeah, you do not. You know how you go to the next family reunion? You show up in a trolley, is what you do. You're like, ding ding.
Say
Who wants a
something.
ride?
Say something. Yeah.
Yeah, see what my trolley says back. They're like, how'd you get? There's no track going out to the family reunion.
Fuck. Yeah.
Oh no, a trolley is heading toward 5 elderly people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other
cares?
track, running over a baby instead. What do you do? Fuck those
How
old-ass
elderly are
people.
these? I'm never gonna run over a baby.
In the picture, there's a couple of them are bald. One guy's got the horseshoe, and there looks like an old grandma with some glasses. They're at least
I'm not gonna
retirement
kill
age.
If I can
I'm
make
gonna
it so a
pull
train
the
doesn't
lever
run over
to
a
kill
baby?
No way.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Do
Fuck
nothing.
No.
You've lived your life. 76% of people agree with that. A trolley.
I think that most elderly people would say, "Let me die" instead of that baby.
Yeah,
it's a baby.
I think so.
Anyone
and the
worthwhile.
type of elderly people that are yelling at you to pull the lever and say, "Stop! Save
kill
us!
a
Kill that
baby?"
baby!" I'll be like, "Yeah, no, you're getting run over, pal."
Yeah, this was
Sorry.
a litmus test.
Yeah, exactly. Last one. A trolley is headed. A trolley is headed down the track towards one person. You can pull the lever and have it instead run over 5 people, but they are all yelling
The N-word.
What do you do?
Is that one person yelling the N-word?
No, they are not. They're just sitting there softly sobbing.
Do you know anything else
resigned
about
to their
them?
fate.
Yeah.
That's all you know, is that the other 5 people are yelling
The N-word.
Are they black?
Oh no, they are not. They're all about Trump style people. 5 of them. probably have kids, probably have grandkids, but they're all yelling
The N-word.
5 people.
Oh man.
See, I made up a better one than all of these already.
Yeah, You know what? You know what? Racism can be cured, so I wouldn't want to sentence 5 people to death because
by pulling
they're
the
ignorant.
lever. Would it be any different if it was swapped?
Yeah.
Let's say it's 3 people are on the track. They're all just yelling,
Yes.
The N-word.
you could pull the lever and kill just one person instead. Do you pull the lever?
You know, I feel like that comes down to, I think that people can change, and I
Yes.
think that would just come down to a numbers game for
There
me.
we
So it'd
go.
be like, if I could save a person, and I think that people are worth saving, and I feel like this would be a near-death experience, and I'd be like, motherfucker, you better stop saying the N-word. I almost killed you, because
I could
you
have
say
let
the
you
N-word.
die.
So
They're like, yeah, but you're
I wanted
but you're
to.
cool with us, huh? You're one of us. You're like, no, you do not get it. Like,
no,
we know, we know.
I think that I saved one more person that
'Kay.
would have died otherwise, so you could have a
There's-
second chance
there's
at being a
3
better person.
white people on the track yelling,
The N-word.
you can pull the lever,
Oof.
divert it to the other track, killing one black person.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. That's that fucking seems like a hate crime to save one person shouting the N-word. Yeah.
No, there's 3 people shouting the N-word.
or-
3
yeah.
whiteys.
Oh,
I mean,
These people are
yeah.
sick.
that's all I'm saying. No, it's like, all right, that's the headline. Natalie wants 2 more racist people in the world.
No. I would
If we come out 2 ahead,
I'd say this is way above my pay grade as
You're
just
like,
a white
what
person
am I
as to what to
doing
do.
here?
I don't. Why am I in this trolley? Honestly, what is my
yeah,
goal here?
See, no. See, you're envisioning this all wrong. You're standing to the side of the track, seeing this. You're not in the trolley. All right, you get to pull the lever out there. The trolley's just barreling down. Okay, that's how all these. You think you're driving?
Okay, so I could just walk away anytime.
Like you're
Yeah.
an engineer. You're not driving a trolley. Jeez, who do you think you are? You put yourself on the tracks, missy. No,
Choo choo. Yeah, I would after all this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, am I a racist? Am I a homicidal maniac? I don't know.
no, I
anymore.
can't be.
I love Karl Marx.
Okay,
Nice.
well, that was a good little diversion.
Nice.
So
And time's pretty much up. So
yeah, so next time we can go through either this thread on how Ronald Reagan ruined America, which is pretty good.
Oh, I love Ronald.
Or I was going to ask you questions about your path to anti-capitalism. Let's see. My employee has begun setting his or her phone on personal mode during his or her lunch break. I do not find this acceptable. Should I fire them?
Quora.
Yeah, we already did that one, I think.
I don't.
Hey, do you remember?
No, I just saw it in the email.
You know what just isn't around anymore? Has been for a long time. But remember when Pepsi products used to have a chance to win a free
For those
20-ounce
who
soda
think,
under the cap of 20-ounce sodas?
Underneath, yes.
Yeah. 1 in
I do.
6 or whatever it was, 1 in 12. You open it up and there was a free soda. Why can't they do that anymore?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Because they hate us. Because they're the fucking worst. Why can't we just have stuff and nice things or whatever
Yeah.
and just a little bit of fun in our lives, we're talking about why we're so Sue happy and we're so litigious is because we're all just so fucking stressed and hate our
done with
lives
this
and don't
shit.
want to work and just kind of want to die all the time and any opportunity to not feel that way is just such a lifeline to grab onto. And a free 20-ounce, that would be really nice once in a while. Are we really asking for too much?
That's the joke.
I didn't bring up at the beginning of the show. I was going to say I took your advice and I pared this down to 12 random sounds. Actually 10 random sounds, because I have the intro sound and the outro sound. I forgot to say that at the end. That's why I've been just using these ones. That's why I came up with the trolley problem about
The N-word.
because it's one of the ones on here.
there.
And also, I've just keep repeating.
I love Karl Marx.
What?
But I'm glad that
And
with
the
the trolley
N-word.
problem we had.
Go kill yourself.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, it's funny. Back when I worked at the Conoco, I mean, it was knowledge passed down to each little store clerk when you start working there, how to take a Mountain Dew 20 ounce and aim it at a certain angle up against the vertical strip of fluorescent lighting in the cooler. And so you could just see under the cap, and if it was a free 20 ounce, you could find it. And so you just look through a couple of them,
Hell
and you'd be
yeah.
like, all right, well, I got a free soda anyway. I mean, you were allowed like one drink or something and a bag of chips on your shift, but it's like, no, I'm collecting some free soda caps, and all my friends are getting free Mountain Dew anytime they show up. It's too bad you couldn't see it with the Pepsi or whatever else, but Mountain Dew, you could always do it. And I mean, we were 17.
Probably a Sprite,
we always
too.
want it's Pepsi products, Natalie. Come on, calm down. But
Oh, yeah. I mean, 7-Up.
no, I think we had some of both. I don't even remember, but yeah, we all drank Mountain Dew anyway. We were 17. It was like 2005. I mean, come on.
Disgusting.
We were drinking Mountain
Yeah.
Dew all day, every day.
If you weren't doing the dew, you were a dork.
Yeah, and if you weren't drinking Mountain Dew, you were drinking Code Red Mountain Dew.
So you really were, no matter what.
No matter what. Oh, man. And if I wasn't getting a free 20 ounce there, then I was going to the other gas station at the end of my shift, because I couldn't get it from mine because I just closed, and go down to the other one and get a fucking 64 ounce Mountain Dew every time. That old truck had that big, cheap, cup holder just bolted to the floor because it's the only thing that'll fit like those gigantic fountain soda things. You know what's funny?
I do remember that.
I'll just say before we're done, I was listening, it was on Cumtown, some old episode, but I forget how they got there. It was just a really funny image of taking the idea of, well, you know, if you outlaw guns, then only criminals have guns. And it's like, yeah, but do you go around New York City, and wouldn't it be funny, you just go around, you just see all these like gangster guys, and they all have big sodas and all these like sugary like drinks and stuff like that. They're like, yeah, what up? Let's check out this
That is really
128
funny.
ounce, I got and stuff. It's like, only the criminals have them because they've been banned from normal
I'm a bad
people.
boy. Yeah.
But, well,
That's really funny.
it's the end of the show. It's time to say,
Bitches leave.
As we know it. Oh.
yeah. That's the new outro sound.
Bitches leave.
And, next
Hell
episode,
yeah, Red
hopefully I'll
Foreman.
have that Jordan Peterson sound that I was going to get before. Shout out to Ethan, our good, strange friend.
Oh, he's the goodest, strangest.
He's Mr. Good Strange.
For sure.
Good
Good strange. Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Strange Bar.
He wishes.
Dr. Strange Bar, Mr. Good Strange. Yeah. Good Strange. Yeah, okay.
Not from what I heard. Yeah.
I heard that and I was like,
This is propaganda.
Just kidding, Ethan.
so, okay. Well, I love you. Shout out to RM Brown. Shout out to everybody.
Can't wait to show you my drawings. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Our Lord and Savior.
Go to Instagram / Inane Blather Pod. right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd have to look it up, honestly.
Twitter.com/InaneBlather.
Inane Blather Pod.
Instagram.com/InaneBlatherPod, so you can see Natalie's drawings. And they shall live on forever, long after the death of Natalie.
After we crush the Mona Lisa to save someone's
long
life.
after Natalie's horrific
No one
accidental
would destroy
death
this.
by trolley tracks in downtown San Francisco.
Where she got the prompt wrong, and it was like, just do nothing, and the only thing that will happen is the Mona Lisa. And
Yeah, and instead she laid herself down to save the Mona Lisa. Okay, no, all right, I love you. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, love you too. Bye.